Hi, this is Lee from colouringqueen.net, and by special request I am going to review Floribunda today. Unfortunately, I've had this book in my queue for months and I'm very ashamed of myself for leaving such a beautiful book on the shelf for so long without sharing it with you. So let's get right into it. Floribunda is a beautiful floral based colouring in book, and it's by Leela Julie. And it's actually a lot larger than most of the other colouring books that we have on the market. It's 33 centimetres, so a bit bigger than a ruler, or 13 inches for my imperial friends, by 25 centimetres or 10 inches. Comes in a lovely pale pink cover with some black line work on it, which you could of course colour that in. There's some beautiful gold highlights on it as well. Now, this book is beautifully presented, so let's open it up and you'll see the beauty of the floral designs within, which are just gorgeous. You can see that this is on a pad, and again beautifully presented and beautifully bound up with a leaf green binding on it. Now, the title page is gorgeous, and it's got a lovely little flower on there, quite delicate, that you could colour in as well. Now, what you immediately notice about this book is the paper. It is fantastic. It is so thick and heavy. I don't know what the actual grams of this paper would be, but you might be able to tell just by the thickness on it that this is extremely thick. I'll put it up against a postcard book and you can see that we're really talking a very good thickness of paper. I would describe this as artist paper or heavyweight paper without checking with the publisher direct. It is a great paper. And it's white, but it's sort of like a moon white, if that makes sense. It's not bright white. It's a more subtle, cooler white than that. The line work on this is absolutely beautiful, very fine and delicate. And this paper, I've got to say, this is the best paper that I have seen in a colouring book. So we have these gorgeous illustrations in here, and this is glue bound, so it's easy to remove. Honestly, if you really like colouring flowers and you're looking for something perhaps to frame or even to give as a gift, this would have to be your number one choice, because the quality of these drawings and the paper, the card, it's not paper, it is card, it's heavy card. It's just fantastic. I feel even worse now that I've left this for so long and not done the video flick through for it. You see down the bottom there's information on the particular types of flowers. So if you like to colour your things realistically, then you can just Google those images and look them up and see what they're meant to look like if you don't already know what those flowers look like. Now, most of the illustrations have been laid out in a portrait layout, but there's one here that's in a landscape orientation. And as it's a bit bigger than the normal size, I hope you've got a bigger workspace. This is not going to fit on your standard clipboard if that's the way that you like, because the book is larger than our average size colouring books. I can't get over how amazing this paper is. It's just beautiful. And on the back, we of course really don't need Google when the artist has already put so many lovely illustrations together for us. So there's a lovely coloured in image on the back, and that beautiful dusty pink background, and that image is just gorgeous. You'd love to just pick that up and frame it. So there we have it, Floribunda. And here it is up against a normal A4 size colouring book, so you can see that it's quite a little bit bigger than the normal ones. Beautiful presented, beautifully bound. The card or the paper in there is artist quality. You'll be able to use your wet mediums on that with no problems at all, and just easily remove them from the glue binding for framing. This has the best paper in it out of the 400 books that I have. So if you're looking for great paper, Floribunda. Until next time, happy colouring.